Yo, yo. Yeah, you man can hear me, innit? Morning T1, morning VGOC, morning Serge, what you saying? Morning Mehmet. Let me quickly go live on TikTok, get this announcement sent in. Fucking hell. Just sending the announcement in, boys. Bro, I'm so excited, I'm swinging my feet up and down. 2-6 chat, 2-6, 2-6. What we saying, man? What we saying? What we saying, chat? What you saying, man? Let me know what pairs we're trading. Let's get into the charts, man. Let's get into it. What you saying, Ruben? What you saying, Daniel? What you saying, Trap? Steve? What you saying, boys? Yeah, let us know what pairs you men are looking at. Let us know what pairs you're looking at. Seeing mad SMT with EU and GU right now. Let's quickly go over the news. We've got a lot of news still to come. Well, I think we've actually only got the pound left, haven't we? Yeah. No, we've got news for the pound. So the pound's not really going to be tradable because we do have news in morning, Aaron. What are you saying, brother? Aaron, what are you saying today? We could link up, to be fair, bro. Could link up. I'm going to go gym, which is around your neck of the woods. So I could link up after if you're about. Yeah, what you saying, Sam? What you saying, boys? Let's let a few people get in there. Yeah, let me know what you're looking at. GU Longs ATM. Yeah, I was looking at GU Longs. I wanted this to really come into like this order block though. Right now, it's just not really at a great point. Yeah, bro, sweet, bro. I'll drop you a text. In GU sales from yesterday's high today. Nice, man. We do have news soon, so I would think about taking profits, man, before you bite yourself in the arse. It's a lovely, lovely trade to get into, but be careful, man. Be careful with that. Yeah, it was nice. What I liked about yesterday as well is we did have the where are we? Not yesterday, the day before. Sorry. Is we had that initial move of the Asia liquidity grab move, and then we came back into the OTE. So you see we had that initial sell off there, and then that recovery to the OTE to have that continuation, which was nice. What are you saying, man? Let's let some people get in here. Let's get some people in here. EU's at a decent point for potential buyers. EU and EG would be what I'll be trying to trade, to be honest. I wouldn't really even bother looking at GU. We got that news too soon. It's just not really worth it. It's not really worth getting in. Did we come? Yeah, we did come into this order block as well. We'll go into the 1 minute, see if there's an entry. See a nice SMT as well. Really nice SMT. So you can see from the 7 AM to 8 AM, we obviously took the low on EU. But if we look at GU, due to that news, we did the opposite on GU. Salute, what you saying, bro? What you saying? GU sell. Yeah, a lot of people still looking at GU. Let's let some more people get in here. Everyone double tap the screen on TikTok, man. Everyone double tap the screen. Everyone double tap the screen. Let's get 100 man in this YouTube real quick. I had an inversion on EU. I'll be honest, the main entry that you're going to have is probably right here. can have a 3 pip stop. I'd just go 4 and just make sure you're a bit safer. And you're staying for something small like a 2 to 1. Again, with news like this, with a lot of news, obviously we don't have any euro news, but if the pound news comes out massively unexpected, then yeah, it might change something. Most people are saying it's going to be negative for the pound anyway. What are you saying, Will? What are you saying, brother? Yeah, what are you saying? Let's get some more man on this YouTube live, man. Let's get some more man on this YouTube. Yeah, I'd mainly be looking to trade EG this morning. I'd barely ever trade EG, but it's just looking like the best pair. Especially with EU, GU, man. It's going to give some... Sorry, the euro and the pound. It's going to give some imbalance this morning. Obviously, we've got news coming out. I mean, we're already seeing imbalance in the pairs. When I say imbalance, I more mean miscorrelation or uncorrelation. So with that pound news, we're probably going to get a bit more, which is... These are the type of days you want to be trading EG when we've got pound and euro news, because there's going to be actually decent movement versus a day like this. When there's no news, it just barely moves. But yeah, so I'm only really looking to trade EG this morning. EU longs could be alright, but it's just... There's plenty of better days to trade it, put it that way. There's plenty of better days to trade. Plenty of better days to trade. In terms of the dollar, I want us to really come down and fill this imbalance. So just really to start doing this now, continue it next week, and then maybe have a move. We might have a move today. We'll see. We're actually getting nice movement. To be fair, hopefully this GU can come down to this. This would be ideal. This would be ideal. Yeah, the CU is just moving mad erratic. I mean, obviously, you've had a close below the inversion that was already closed below, so it would obviously invalidate the trade anyway. So let's just go and have a look what we do. Still going to look for a setup. Again, though, when price is just coming down and closes back within, it obviously invalidates what you've already validated. So, taking out the low now, we're going to have a change of character. Maybe we should wait for a change of character, because these 1 minute fair value gaps, especially on a news day, is going to be a bit brazy. PA not great. I'm in EU shorts. Fair play. To be fair, we are coming down decently. We are coming down pretty decently. Hopefully the euro can get a little bit of strength to come into the EG. EG is the main thing that I really care about this morning. I'm not really paying too much attention to EU-GU. See, we will keep looking, but yeah, let me know what pairs you want to look at, boys. We're just absolutely dumping on this, though. We do want to come back. Gold. Let's have a look at gold. So I mean, gold's been moving pretty decent. Let's get rid of all this old price action. So on the daily on gold, we were saying probably about a week ago now, it does look like we're going from internal to internal. So an internal order block to the internal order block, which normally means that a reversal's coming. So I do see price potentially continuing bearish for a while. We've obviously rejected off the 42k. We rejected initially off the 4k, but then we're coming back down again. So yeah, 42k we had clear rejections. JPY, we'll have a look at JPY in a minute, bro. Why is there only 50 man on this YouTube? Did the link not get sent or something? To be fair, Mace was just live, so they probably think it's the same stream. Everyone get active on the Discord, boys. Tell them to jump on the YouTube. But yeah, so we've said that run into the internal. Recently, we've seen this move as well, where we've taken out this low, and then traded into this high. So this is what I like about CRT is you really see like I call it like the market mechanisms, what it's actually doing at each stage of price. So you can see we've manipulated the buyers and sellers there. You can see we've taken that CRT high. We've also tapped into our fair value gap. Tapped into the fair value gap there. So really we should come from that internal fair value gap to this external low. We've also got CRT as well on the high to trade down. So really with gold, I'd look to continue it lower, me personally. Looks decent to do that, to be fair. If we look at let's look at how we're treating the volume. Even here. Yeah, so to be fair, we're not really massively treating that with any respect. Let's do the New York distribution down to this low here. Alright. Okay, this looks decent. So, looking at gold, we've filled this imbalance here. And then we have this order block right here. Got this order block here. You'd probably be looking to short once we come into this order block, personally. I'm just scalping longs into Asia high. Fair play. I mean, yeah, we did sweep the Asia low, but it's one of them. For me, gold is just bearish, so. See what EUGU's doing. Still trading within this order block. Has GU come down to it yet? GU would actually be nice, but it probably just won't come all the way down. Or Sod's Law, it probably will come all the way down, and then news will just come through. What are you saying, Logan? Top trend line 413, we're going up. Yeah, I wouldn't really pay too much attention to trend lines, bro. Well, I mean, it's one of them things. Trend lines, actually, believe it or not, actually a good thing to trade, but don't look at it as a trend line. Just look at it as a trend. Like, the line has nothing to do with it. The trend, right, is obviously bearish. You can see the trend is bearish. But the trend line, it doesn't hold any precedent. It doesn't mean it's going to bounce off of this line, That's not what it means at all. The trend, yes, but a trend line is just feeding you delusions. But, like, don't disregard, yeah, just the actual trend. Looking at the market, if the market's been bearish for loads of times, remember what I always say, the market continues 80% of the time and reverses 20% of the time. So, if the market's been trading down, more than likely it will continue trading down. GU struggling to make any ways down. Okay, EG's pushing up a little bit. Bro, why is there only 60 man in this YouTube? This is like the lowest for time. What's that about? Let me see what the chat's saying. Morning, everyone. Let me know who's here, man. Let me know who's here. Say morning if you're here, boys. Let me see who's in here. Bro, have you seen crypto? Yeah, man. It's crazy. The crash is mad. We know that Bitcoin's going to be bearish, though, for at least the next 2 years, if not 3. Ideally, 3 years. But yeah, that's just based on the monthly. Again, if you see this chat, it's not rocket science. You look at every single Bitcoin low to high. Right? From... Wait. Fucking hell, I knew it was bearish. I didn't actually know it was that bearish. Jesus. Yeah, so what are you saying, bro? But so yeah, if you look at what the market does, you can see from every low to high since 2015, it takes 1,065 days to make the high, and then 365 to make the low. Right, you can see there, 1,065, 365, high to the low. All right, 1,065 and then 365 days to make the low. Then we look at the next leg, which was in 2019. It took 1,066 days to make the high, and then 365 days to make the low. And this most recent one, this most recent high in 2022 bull run, it took 1,065 days to make the high. And funnily enough, bang on that day, we started seeing the rejection. Obviously, we analysed it a bit more with the monthly CRT, which gave us even more confirmation that was correct. But yeah, so that's why I'm expecting us to rally down for at least a year, or really a year bang on, if it's anything like the pattern's been going. But yeah, let's have a look at gold. Right, let's see the chat. GU sell, yo, what you saying, Serge? USD CAD sells. Have a look at that in a minute, bro. What's EG saying? I'm bearish on EG, bro. EU sells if we close below the 5. When's the next duo stream? It's pretty sick. Yeah, there'll be one very soon, boys. There'll be one very soon. And when we hit 4K subs on our YouTube as well, we're gonna We're going to be going abroad to like bare different countries and just vlogging every day, streaming every day. So yeah, man, 4K subs on the YouTube, and we'll have that coming out. EU bearish, fill in the FVG on the 4 hour. Fair play. Yeah, we'll go on the higher time frame on EU and GU in a sec, bro. EU sells if we close below this 5. EU longs look good, plenty of range. I'm in EU shorts. Few people are in EU shorts. EU shorts, EU shorts. I got done by EU today. Asia sweep around 720, 5 minute FVG, 5 minute. Yeah, 720 is a little bit early for the ALG. You would want it ideally a little bit later, but yeah, no, I wouldn't be too angry at that, bro. I mean, it was unlucky. We've actually moved past this order block. Hopefully we can come into the Asia low, because a fair amount of you, man, in the chat are in shorts. I don't know where you would have got in on the 1 minute. It was just a bit mad for me. I mean, this was obviously news, which caused this big sell-off, so you have to take it with a pinch of salt, but did come back into that. So yeah, if you're in shorts, fair play. Yeah, I'll drop you a text, Aaron. It's Friday, there's loads of slackers. Yeah, facts. Rich, do you say when you enter the trade? In the signals, bro. TP hit for EU shorts. Nice to hear. Do the mic rib method. Every time it comes out, buy, and that's the current trend. Wait, what's that? Oh, the McRib. Oh, the McRib method. Bro, Americans actually eat that McRib. Like, oh. But if I Google it right now, it looks borderline inedible. Borderline inedible. And they think it's like the nicest thing. Like, bruv, look at that. Bruv. If I was at like a League 2 football game and I bought that outside of the ground, I would still be pissed off with the quality. Let alone saying that people gas up to be like the nicest thing in the world. And this is what Americans are like though, because they're so used to eating literally acid and chemicals from this McRib. They'll have like a normal bit of food like cod and chips and be like, there's just no flavour in this, dude. There's just literally no flavour. Keep seeing this one guy on YouTube. He's actually quite sick. He's some American break. He's come to the UK to review food. But you know them food reviewers that say everything's banging? He's like the opposite. He'll just say everything's dead. That really pissed me off. He was eating like fish and chips, cod and chips. He was going, there's no seasoning, no flavour. It's like, bro, it's a cod in battle. Like, what do you want? It's cod and fucking potatoes fried. Do you know how food works? Look, Bitcoin isn't the same asset as it was previous years because of the institutional money involved. It will trade like an ETF. It will not be bearish for 2 years, in my opinion. But it is for now to push to 90. Yeah, but even stuff that are traded institutionally would still have very, very long extended periods of bearishness. I do hear that though. It's definitely not the same, but there's a reason why price is doing this. In like, if you're saying, well, we'll see anyway. We'll see. I don't trade Bitcoin, so it's just speculation from us. It's interesting to see though. Just buy a rump steak for €8 and cook it. Yeah, fags. That's why I've gone off steak restaurants. It's like, bro, I can cook this shit so easily. And go to the butcher's and probably buy a nicer one that you're even selling me for a $1 and cook it the exact same way. To be fair, W's in the chat if you got any EU shorts, man. You man are creaming through. Creaming through. Mate, I really like these GU buys off of here, but we're just going to get it. I can just tell we're going to get it right as news lands. I can just tell. Our EG sales valid. Very valid, bro, in my opinion. We'll go on the higher time frame. Yeah, we'll go on the higher time frame on EG. So, starting off, we are starting to have the monthly sweep. So, we've had a sweep of the monthly high. So, we could potentially be seeing monthly CRT. Although I wouldn't really consider it too much. It's just something to note. We've also got CRT on the weekly that's actually been completed. Or not been completed, but been confirmed. So, swept this candle high, closed back within the range. So we want to trade down into the candle's low. So we can expect us to trade down to this low before we continue higher. As you can see like that. Again though, CRT is not the best on EG, I'll be honest. EG doesn't really like trend that well. Because the pairs are so similarly correlated. The economies are so similar. And obviously we do have daily CRT at some of these levels as well. To be fair, that's actually been completed now. But my main bias comes from the 4 hour. Just if we look at the 4 hour. So that weekly high. If you look what we most recently did, so we had this buy, obviously this big buy off, which took out all the highs. Since then we had a nice rejection, which gave us a change of character. So we're obviously trending in an uptrend, and we broke the low, which would mean we're trading bearish now. After the sell-off, we're looking for a decent retracement into a decent point. And you can see that's what we got. We've got this order block here on the 4 hour. So we had that breaker structure here. Price then continued up into the 4 hour, and then again started to sell off. And we're in this second portion of sell-off right here. So this is the first sell-off, and we're in the second right now. Obviously we're coming off of internal liquidity. So this is the lower the range, higher the range. This is the internal liquidity. This is our external low. So we obviously want us to come from the internal to the external low, because we're in a downtrend, as we said. So yeah, that's what my target would be this low here. And then obviously we're basically doing the exact same thing on the daily, just now smaller on the 4 hour. If you look at the range, we've got the range high, range low, and we've got our internal fair value gap here, which was just tapped into and starting to reject. So we want to come from the internal fair value gap to the external low, like that. Have a nice sell off there. So yeah, coming off our internal. Also, if you look at the 4 hour, we've got really nice CRT. I mean, this candle here took out this high, basically every fucking high from yesterday. But yeah, mainly this CRT high here, which we're hoping now can come through. So yeah, when we go on the 30-minute, just looking at that, and you can see we've got an order block here. So we don't really want to overcomplicate it, and we literally just want to really go on the order block, stop loss above the high. Really, you would do kind of want to have your stop loss above here, but I wouldn't really want to jump it. Like, this is more higher time frame than I normally trade. You man know when I get into a trade, I'll normally aim for either Asia low, Asia high, or current London high or current London low. I wouldn't normally aim for like a proper distribution move all the way to here. So if I did do that, I wouldn't want to just get 2R out of it. It's just no point. So yeah, 4 to 1. With a slightly tighter stop loss, and if we come above here and get cooked, it is what it is. 71 man in the year. By the way, chat, we are live on YouTube if you want to get the whole screen, see everything. Gold is mocking it right now. It's going down so slowly. We're looking at for EU, GU. GU's kind of untradeable because of that news soon, but I really would want to see buyers once we get into here. Yeah, I mean, they're just very unaligned right now. You can see the SMT just continues. So we didn't break the low there. We didn't break the low there. Whereas EU, you can see, broke the low there and broke the low there. So you can see they're not really too closely aligned, and this is one of them times where you don't really want to trade it. Gold, yeah, okay. Gold's moving up to this point of max volume. This would be the ideal place to start getting into shorts, in my opinion. Yeah, the momentum's kind of crazy though, so I would probably wait for a 1 minute confirmation or a 2 minute confirmation. But yeah, this point of max volume is where we should see price start to get sellers kick in. You can see there's a lot of sellers active at this point. We're at that point of volume now, so let's see. See on the 1 minute. Euro GBP, Euro or GU sells. To be fair, you've probably missed the ticket on the Euro sells right now. We've already had a pretty big sell-off. Let me dot this out. You can see we've got 2 SMT there, GU as well. Yeah, so essentially 7 to 8 and then 8 to 9. So it's nice when it's hourly as well. My stop loss is all the way up at 41110. Yeah, I think it's a completely different trade really, bro, to what I'm looking at. I mean, yeah, that's just at the range high. The only problem with that is I don't think there's enough room to take profit. I'd only want to sell down to the 4K level. I wouldn't want to bank on it breaking the 4K. We know price has been hesitant to break it. Even here, like we traded around it, rejected. Here we rejected, so I definitely would see a test of the 4K level, but I don't know about a trade all the way through it. But yeah, hopefully you can win that anyway, Weston. Starting to get a bit of rejection now. Let's go on the 1 minute. Again, the issue is, okay, so we've got a fair value gap here. Wait for the inversion of that. What you saying on gold DTO short, Lou? Yeah, looks nice, bro. Looks decent. I'm in EU. Fair play. Nice, man. Where are you guys TP on EU sells, Asia or Pedia? I think most people would be aiming for Asia low, bro. You want to be careful, man, because it's a completely different move aiming for the Friday low. Completely different move. You've got to be aware of what you're doing. So when you're aiming for the Asia low, you're essentially just catching a London manipulation trade, right? London manipulation. If you're aiming for the Asia low, you're looking at London distribution, which is a completely different move. Yeah, and the reason why we always aim for the Asia low is because it means you're able to catch a decent amount without needing to catch the entire distribution, the entire move, because the London session, as we know, is always going to be attracted to the Asia high and Asia low, because that is where a lot of liquidity lies. So I'd be careful with aiming for the Friday low, or if you are, just realise it's a completely different actual trade, really. GU's edging that older block. We got news. When's the news? 15 minutes to the news. Let me know in chat who's in any trades right now. Volatility is high, yeah, trust me. Lou, did you get more views on TikTok with that nice gaff? I'd say so. I don't know if it's so much the gaff though. I think it's more just me and mates being together. Because, yeah, it's just a bit more entertaining, isn't it? But yeah, we'll be doing a lot more IRL shit. We'll be doing a lot more link ups, stuff like that. As I said, man, we've been looking for gaffs in Canary for a while, so they're just testing out different buildings. That building's banging though. I prefer being over the other side of the river. If anyone knows about the Wolf, so when we was in One Canada Square, that is literally front and center, which is good because you can look out. But then, like the main nice skyline is like what you are in, so it's not actually the best. It's kind of good to be just outside so you can look into it. But then close enough so you're actually in Canary Wharf and not in Peninsula or whatever it's called. Not Peninsula. What's it called? Begins with a P, bro. I always forget what it's called. It's just outside of Canary Wharf, though. Hard to tell if we're bearish or bullish. In my opinion, we are bullish. In my opinion, we're bullish. Yeah. The capture says details are incorrect. I've never changed my password. If you're failing the capture, bro, where it is in... where is it? How do I find it? Forex welcome. Yeah, if you can't verify, boys, just drop one of us a message. Drop me a message here. My name's Louis, so just drop me a message, say verify me, or actually let me put Aaron's name. Aaron, just you can access this verified channel. I'm pretty sure it's right at the bottom by public channels. Just put a text in, Aaron, and just say DM me to verify. And then when you put that as well, people will know that you're an official member of our team. We've got a 5-minute imbalance on EU, so we can see if we get a trade through now. It's kind of annoying. EU's looking like by far the worst to actually trade, but it's the one without news. Let's have a look at the DXY. I mean, that DXY 4 hours looking banging to actually come up to the high. That may be the move of the London session. That may be the London manipulation just to come up to that high. Coming into this order block for the DXY, taking a fair bit of liquidity. Well, we've broken this high. Yeah, we've broken this high. And we've broken this high here. We've got a 5-minute on DXY as well, so we'll see if we can have the trade through. If we can close below. So a lot better going for a 5-minute trade through. Right, we can see prices just coming into our imbalances and continuing up. It's kind of nicer now because we've got an actual decent range. 3 candles, 1, 2, 3. Middle one being the distribution, which done majority of the work, which it is. It broke the high, as you can see. Imbalance there. We've got a low, right. So gold's lining up to potentially trade. what I'm hoping for is price to close below this and break this low, and then there'll be a chance to actually jump in shorts. If that doesn't happen and we just continue higher, then we'll just leave it alone. Look at gold. Big send next week, bro. Trust me, man. Yeah, link up next week. You bearish on a Ulu? Nah, not really, bro. I'm more looking for us to continue higher. But we got this. Again, I'm not really trying to trade EUG that much, just because we've had so much news for it. It's just not an ideal way to day to trade. All right, we've tapped into this 5-minute imbalance nicely, so probably going to come into the Asia low. We'll see if we do that. The main thing I'm hoping for is GU to come into this order block, but even that, we've got news in like 9 minutes, so it's going to be difficult. The main pair I'm looking at this morning, chat, is EG. To be fair, EG and gold, really. EG and gold are the two we're looking at. Again, filling this, so let's see if we fill it and move higher, or if we're able to close below and actually make a bit of movement. Right, we got 80 man in this YouTube chat. Let's try and get 100 man in here real quick. Needed ease to take that low. Would you take the gold shorts with news coming? Yeah, it's only news for the pound, bro, so it won't really affect it. If you're talking about the gold PMI, again, would be out before then. With gold, you'll jump in a quick little move. So if we do invert this, you look to go off 50%. See stop loss on the high. And then you don't want to aim for anything really too crazy. I'd go on the 5-minute. Probably aim for this low, the low of these candles here. Literally just a 2 to 1. It's probably be what I'll be looking to get in, boys. Yeah, EUG and the dollar. Just whenever I say dollar is, I can't help but think of dollar, 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 dollar. I'm in debt because I borrow. Right, we've had that inversion now. We've had that inversion. Then still live. Yeah, chat. Let me know what you man are mainly looking at this morning, though. Let me know what pairs you lot are looking at. Okay. Well then. Okay. It's pretty quick. Oh. If you want to wait for even more confirmation, there's nothing wrong with just waiting for that low to get taken. I'll be honest, this is pretty small confirmation in it. This is pretty like a 1-minute inversion is like scraping the barrel, so do be careful with this. If you're placing it on a big funded account, I'd probably wait for this low. I mean, I don't know. See if you man even got in. But we'll drag it across. 413. See how it does. Alright, nice. DXY looks like it's going to invert this fair value gap. So it means GU is going to continue up. EU should hopefully close above. I'm too shook to hold it. Yeah, I just woke up 4 minutes ago. Still one eye shut. Still one eye shut. Woke up late to London trying to scalp. Yeah, I'd be careful, bro. I just shorted that quick in and out for a couple of bills. Oh, nice, bro. Nice. What is that gold you're talking about? Seeing price kind of twerk within. Just need a break at this low, then go break even, really. Remember, chat, gold isn't one of my main pairs that I trade, so take my opinion with a pinch of salt. What would you look for a trade to the Friday low rather than an Asia low? You want mainly a daily CRT, in my opinion, or a daily internal external that's really confirming it for you. Remember, if you're looking at this specifically, like this is just a London move, so there's nothing really in the daily. What you'd want is, I'll try to find you a good example. To be fair, I should probably do a case study on that. That's actually a good thing to do a case study on. I'm gonna lie. Let's have it right. DXY is rejecting off that. GU looks like it could continue. Are we into this order block? Okay, we're into the 15-minute order block. Would ideally want it to come down to the 5, but we do have that GU news in like 5 minutes. So if you are in GU chat, be fucking careful. Again, your entry on EU would be here, but I wouldn't be interested in getting into this one at all, really. Wouldn't really be interested in getting in. This would be a move, but yeah, it just doesn't interest me this morning. Volume's kind of diminishing, which tells me we could just be filling this fair value gap and going higher. We'll see, though. If you trade... I know I wasn't meant to wake up hours ago. I messed up. I should not find my trade. Yeah, facts. Do you do this full time? Yeah, bro. I went with Q2. Have a good deal on ATM. Best prop firm, I'd say Alpha Capital Group, bro. You can use code Richesse at checkout as well, get you 15% off. Not only is it easier to pass, they're also cheaper, and they've also got the best consistency rule in the game. If you men didn't know, ACG have the best consistency rule, so they make it easier for you to get a big payout. Yeah, that's a nice candle. You want to go stop loss or break even on this one, I'm not going to lie. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Break the low, lad. Go on. Nice. Two six. Fucking, it's so hard to type leaning over the mic and the fucking phone. My days, bro. It's so hard to do. Decent rejection though. Yeah, Alpha Capital Group, bro. Use code Richesse. If you use my code, boys, send me a screenshot that you've used my code. I'll get you in the mentorship or the signals for free for a week. Yeah, let me know if anyone's getting in this. I personally would not. I'm not in this. I'm gonna get this after actually, just so people don't fucking try and copy it. Okay, GU news is about to come out. Let's see how this does. "30 seconds to this GU news, chat. Code Richesse in all caps, bro. The same name you see up there, which is in all capitals. Oh, we did come into that 5 minute. I knew that was going to happen. I'm not going to lie, these longs do look nice. These EUG longs do look nice, but it's just nowhere near optimal. Nowhere near optimal. Am I cooked? I'm on an EU sell ATM. No, I wouldn't say you're cooked, bro. As I said, I'm more hoping that EU and GU moves higher, but it's nowhere near an optimal position. It's nowhere near an optimal day, so Yeah, I wouldn't be too concerned at all, bro, really. Put a pair on screen, oh yeah. Sorry about that. Will Sol go up? I don't really know, bro. I don't really trade stuff like that. What are you saying, T1? Need a Diddy candle on this. Al Frank the cheapest, mate. Cheaper than FTMO, though. Cheaper than FTMO. Need a Diddy candle. What pair are you trading, bro? Six, 7 man in here, now 6-9. So we filled this fair value gap here on the 1 minute. And rejected. So one of them. One of these has got a foul, essentially. One of these has got a foul. By the looks of the fill of that fair value gap, it does look like we may be continuing higher, but we're just pissing about these two levels right now. Gold, oh, fair play. People need the gold Diddy candle. Can't see the verify channel. It's right at the bottom, bro. Right at the bottom. Public channel. Oh, wait, yeah, you should be able to see it, I think. Yeah. Break even. Fair play. Out of break even. Out at break even. Alright, well that was a slow one. In and out in the space of about 2 minutes. Cool, let's move on. Alright, GU remaining bearish. EU does look like it could be coming up, man. It does look like it could be coming up. DXY again does look like it can be rejecting. That would definitely be my optimal position. Would be this to come higher. Again, no, it's just nowhere near. Nowhere near a proper setup. EG in. Fucking hell, yeah, that was the news though. Again, news just cooked everything. News just absolutely cooked everything. It's the problem with these news days. Oh. EU's basically the only tradable pair. So I mean, our nice setups are on GU and EG, which lovely. We both have red folder news. EU does look like it could continue up though. Again, we're coming off of this inversion, like we said. This would be your entry. Not something that I'm in though. Not something that I'd really be itching to get into either, but yeah, we'll see how it does. Let me know, chat. Is anyone in something like this? NFP was very disappointing. We do have news later as well. Waiting for a 1 minute break on gold, targeting 38. I mean, we have had a 1 minute break. We have had a 1 minute break already. Yeah, we're out of break even anyway, so one of them. Break even. It's probably going to be the best we're going to get today as well, to be honest. Drex is your Discord. It's linked on my page, bro. Solji from 309 going to hold into previous day low. Previous day Asian low, right? Damn. Looking for that big hold. I got slapped by spreads on EG. It was just that news, bro. It was mainly just that news. You'd never want to hold over red. You can't even hold over red folder news, for those of you who don't know. Like 90% of prop firms ain't going to let you. So even if the trade does win, you can't actually can't actually make money off it, which makes it just so pointless to trade. Is there any 15-minute fair values? Nah. Yeah, man. Is anyone actually still looking at any trades? Because the market just got cooked by that GU. GU buys. We just had news, man. So I wouldn't really be looking to trade GU. You have a look at GJ. Yeah, no worries, bro. Have a look in a sec. Bullish daily CRT on EU looking so good for an OT long, but if it can push down a bit more into the discount. Yeah, nice. We got that daily CRT. Let me just draw that on real quick. Let's go down. It's just really wicky right now. Really just wicking up and down. Just wicking up and down. So 4-hour candle looks horrid for longs. Horrid for longs. Obviously swept basically everything and then closed right back within every single candle's range. So it's one of them, man. EU, there's like so many better days to trade it. There's no need to trade it right now. That would be my advice. Gold, stop loss of TP. Fair play, bro. Fair play. It's a very risky one. It's only a 1 minute. It's like a tiny 1 minute confirmation. That's the only reason why I'd say be careful with it. It's just the fact that even that 4 hour on gold is looking bun. Came into that order block as well. Some people in the YouTube chat are still in this one. I mean, yeah, I always hold to stop loss or break even, but I mean, gold's not a pair that I actually trade on a daily basis, and it was very, very little confirmations really. So, in terms of the lower time frame, so that's the only reason why we had stops at break even on that one. In USD CAD sells ATM. Let's have a look at USD CAD. Yeah, moving nice. We have let's get on the 15. Yeah, really nice. So we can see we've got the sweep of the Asia high. Again, Asia liquidity move came through lovely. Sweep of the Asia high, traded down into the Asia low. Nice clean move there. We're then coming for the second move, and you can see we've tapped into this fair value gap here. Where are you aiming for, bro? I would have thought you would already have TP'd at that Asia low, but yeah, nice. What's nice as well is we do have 15 minute in the opposite direction. So essentially one of these has to fail. And obviously if you're bearish, you want us to close below that, which will be a nice confirmation that we'll then reach this low here. So yeah, if you're in UCAD shorts, nice, man. Okay, this bitch is running. Want to close below these lows though. We don't have another rejection. 20 seconds left to see the close. Big nuts are getting rewarded on this one, I can't lie. Big nuts are getting rewarded. Aiming for 30-minute FVG on UCAD. Let's go back to UCAD. Right, nice. We did a decent close on that finally. 30-minute FVG on UCAD. I'm assuming this one, the bottom of this fair value gap here. Fair enough. I'd always want, I mean obviously it's your trade, but I'd always want my TP to relate to the entry. This one doesn't really relate to the entry that much. So what I mean by relating to the entry is, if you're trading a range, for example, say you're selling off of this range, which is probably what you're doing. If you're selling off this range, obviously the theory is that if we come off of the ranges internal, we should trade through to the external. So if your TP's there, it's directly relating to what you're looking for. This here doesn't really relate to it. It's just a level you think in your mind should get hit. So, I mean, I'm not saying this specific trade is bad or anything, or it's bad to aim for, but just going forward, I would look for your TP and your stop loss, obviously, to be based around your actual entry, not just a level you think should get hit. But yeah, still nice though, man. Hopefully, I mean, it should come down. Hopefully it does, bro. It's a decent trade. Don't know where you got in. I'm assuming you got in at the top of this fair value gap, or even maybe the Asia high. I don't know. This is just chopping right now. Obviously, we're in this 5 minutes, so if you did want to wait for that double extra confirmation to come down even lower, then you'd be waiting for this fair value gap to get closed below. We'll see if the market's able to do that. I would actually like you to do that. I would actually like you to do that. Snail pair. Oh, GJ. Let's have a look at GJ. Yen basket, yeah? Cool. Yen basket's actually moving up. Alright, this is nice for the yen basket. I would personally look for it to trade higher. Broke that high now. Had that last sell-off from the London session yesterday to take out that external low. As soon as we had that, you can... Oh. As soon as we had that, you can see the New York session then started to rally higher. All I'll say this is again internal, external. It's just what phase of the market you're in. Let's go to this real quick. So you've got your range high, your range low. So obviously we are in a downtrend, breaking lows. So you ideally want price to come down and take your external low from the internal liquidity. The internal liquidity I'd be aiming for would be this fair value gap here. Ideally the order block just above it, but the fair value gap is when you'll start to actually monitor price. What do you think about overall crypto? Will it go back in? It will definitely go over. It will definitely go back again, bro. Probably about 1 o'clock, Aaron. Probably about 1 o'clock. So yeah, we do want the yen basket to continue higher in the 4 hour. We do want it to continue higher up to here, and then rejects down to that low. Filling this fair value gap now, we've filled it, so now it's time to see, are we going to continue higher off of that, or are we going to close below and get a decent move? Let's see. 1 minute left of this candle. It's going to be a really important close for those of you that are still in this. Let's see. Oh yeah, I watched that podcast with Matt Ann and that Christian. Why did bro go so deep into holding mine? Yeah, trust me. He goes so deep into it. That guy's just incapable of like answering a question straightforward. Everything's got to be like philosophical. Mate, I bear rate that podcast though. It's so funny. The only podcast I can actually watch is that Matan one. Are you back from Londonistan, mate? I'm still in London, bro. Yeah, we want to have a close below this fair value gap. So let's wait for that. We've got 10 seconds left of the candle. Looking to seek EU from 4 hour close. Whereabouts are you looking to get in, bro? MH? Straight from the 4 hour close. You mean? I mean, yeah, this is just such a bearish 4 hour candle. We swept basically all of the highs. So we swept out this candle's high. So trade into now this candle's a low. Oh. This candle's low. I mean, we've even done this one as well. Literally every candle you can think of has been swept out. So CRT bias is telling us we could come short. But then again, CRT has been wrong quite a lot in this retracement leg. You can see it was there and it was wrong. We had it there and it was wrong. So this is the third one. So hopefully this can continue down, but we'll see. See, price did come into that 5-minute fair value gap nicely and reject off of it. You just want to see price actually interacting with these fair value gaps. Alright, nice. We had the close below. Did have the close below. Do use SMT. It's not one of my main confluences, but yeah, we do take it into account, bro. I'm live on YouTube as well, by the way, chat. Where's the thing on that says I'm live on YouTube? It's here, isn't it? Yeah. Coming back into that 50%, which is typically where we want to see the rejection from after we close below a fair value gap. That 50% there. Just see if that comes through. Now, shorts from 33 to prior day low. What's this? Yeah, there's SMT on those 4-hour highs. SMT on the highs and the lows, to be fair, but it's only because there's news, man. It's because there's news. Just because of the news. This 4-hour candle's just about to close horribly for gold. Again, sweeping out the lows, so really telling us we should trade into this high. We're seeing CRT fail so much recently on these retracement legs, so hopefully it doesn't ruin it. Gold shorts from the detail look lovely. Yeah, man, they do look nice. Okay, with the fair value gaps there on the 10-minute as well, which is actually rejecting. Also got 15-minute. We'll draw out this bigger 15 one. I had a crazy age session trade last night with my boys. What did you get in, bro? Did you re-enter EU sales? Nah, bro. A lot of people in the YouTube chat though did. So if you did get in EU sales, W's for you, man. We have taken out the Asia low now on EU. Obviously, GU trading below the Asia low, but not below these 7 AM lows. EU trading well below these 7 AM and 8 AM lows. Yeah, came above this order block now. Another rejection. Let's draw on the volumes to see where price is likely going to be attracted into. It's that big sell-off there. Oh, the DXY takes ages to load it, doesn't it? I forgot about that, for fuck's sake. But yeah, you'd really look for the same fair value gap to be inverted again, but it's just one of them, as I said, chat. EU and GU is just far from optimal right now. Far from optimal. Yeah, in terms of people's asking about GJ as well, it's just one of them. You don't really want to trade it. You don't really want to trade it. We probably will continue down. I mean, I am bullish, sorry, on the yen basket for this retracement leg, but what you think about EUG? I think we probably, let me go on it. I think we're probably going to come down based on these 4-hour candles. Again, there's a lot of analysis we can do, but when you're in a retracement leg like this, like price is going to just feed you bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. The one thing it can't lie about is the candle closures and where the candle actually wants to close. You can see we're getting heavy rejections. Price is pushing up, but then doesn't want to close there, which tells us that this move up here, all these moves up here. So if I highlight it, it tells us this move up here, rather than being an actual genuine move to the upside, it's actually a manipulation to stop out early sellers and to induce buyers. So I'd say bearish, bro. We're probably going to continue bearish based on So much CRT as well. Down to these levels. It's just not really any real entries though forming right now. That is all the news though for this morning. I'm waiting for sales, but look shit. Yeah, man, it's hard, man. It's hard. It's hard. Gold sells to 4K, or is that not ideal? Yeah, I mean that would be nice. That would be nice to sell down all the way to there, but remember this is like a 1 minute. We've got on the entry on the 1 minute, so to aim for this is kind of expecting a little bit too much in my opinion. This is where I'd hold a run or two. You definitely don't want to hold your full position to this, because what you don't want is price to come all the way down. Take out these lows, get you like 3R profit. Take out these lows, get you like 7R profit. And then just reject and you walk home with nothing. So if you are going for this 4K, I would take partials. Even though, again, I don't really recommend taking partials. But for this specific trade, it does make sense. Especially for gold. Wait for the 1 hour close before I enter on gold. Yeah, it's a nice rejection. Really nice rejection. The 1 hour. But the 4 hours just looks the opposite. We're just chopping up and down, man. Pretty much the whole market's chopping up and down. There's clearly a lot of anticipation into this PMI later. I don't really think there's going to be much of a change. I think there's going to be like a minute change. Yeah. Let's have a look at the data here. £1 billion money laundering network operating in 28 towns and cities in the UK. Oh, really? We didn't know that one. We didn't know that one, did we? I mean, the amount of fucking Turkish barbers there are, don't really take a genius, does it? If you know about, I'm not even going to expose the entirety of Canary Wharf. Yeah, I'm not even going to talk about that. I don't want to get killed if I go to Canary again. What's the website called? It's called Pick Suite, bro. PIQ Suite. That's that. PIQ Suite. So if you're still using this calendar, this Forex Factory calendar, this shouldn't be your main news source. This should be your general overview. The Pick Suite is going to give you up to date to the minute. So you can see, for example, 9:44, we had news come out: earthquake jolts, Bangladesh killing father and injuring whatever. 9:43, yen supported as official step up of verbal invitation, dollar lower, UK retail sales. So it basically gives you news to the second, and they've basically got like hundreds and hundreds of different news sources you can use. So I've got Reuters, I've got Bloomberg, I've got the Euro Watch, Dollar Watch, Pound Watch. So yeah, it's got really everything you need. If you're looking to upgrade and level up a bit of your news and seeing what's happening, then I'd recommend going on that. Also helps as well, you know, when there's them random Diddy or Drake candles and you sort of have no idea what caused it. If you go on Pick Suite, it will tell you exactly what it is. Is this live? I thought you got off earlier. No, Mace was on live earlier, bro. Mace was on live earlier. New York is going to take out all the lows possibly. Yeah, I think it probably will, bro. We're seeing rejection from this 15-minute fair value on gold. People still looking to trade EU and GU, yeah? Is that what people are still looking at? I live in Canary. Come on, bro. Website name is called PIQ Suite. I need some type of deal with these, man. But I mean, it's free anyway. You can pay to have more news sources. So like, for example, say you want a panel that shows you Fed or the interest rates, for example. You type up Fed or Federal Reserve. And if it loads... Okay, I don't know why. I know for a fact there is... Yeah. You can see Federal Reserve monetary policy. So you can add that, and then every time there's a little bit of news that would affect the Fed, that will go there. Or anytime anyone from the Fed says anything or tweets anything or anything like that, it will come up. So you can see I've got Forex Live, I've got Reuters, I've got Bloomberg over here on my other panel. So yeah, I definitely recommend that. We are seeing price pushing off this 15 though, so hopefully this doesn't completely collapse everyone that's still holding this. I think EU is past it now. Best sales are from 5 AM DTO level down to that 4-hour CRT low. Yeah, I do agree, bro. As I said, EU and GU, there's way better trade to trade it. There's way better ways to trade it, man. This man lives in style. Come on, bro. The kill zone about to end though. Yeah, man. Kill zone's about to end. Narini. EG sells still valid. I mean, it's annoying because that pound just basically messed up the whole move essentially. I mean, we're still trading within this CRT range, so still a possibility. But we do need, we've got 3 minutes for the close. So unless we close below this, if we don't close below this, then it just invalidates it essentially. We want to close. If we can close below this before the 4-hour close, we've got 3 minutes. Let's actually sit and watch this for 2 secs. We do need to close below this. If it doesn't close below, obviously the CRT has been completely disregarded. Euro USD buy at 1 hour demand. I wouldn't even be looking to trade EU GU today, bro. We've had so much news come through, and it is now coming towards the end of the London kill zone where the majority of the moves happen. And I've got the name of the website. It's called PIQ Suite. Pick Suite. Pick Suite. You've been pissing me. Yeah, what did you get into on EU, bro? Still waiting for this close, boys. We've got 2 minutes left of the close. As soon as it hits 10 AM, we'll have to close. So let's see. Everyone drop a like on this YouTube stream, man. Let me know what YouTube videos you, man, want to see as well. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to get this close. Although it's probably not actually that much, is it? It's probably... Yeah, it's like above by 3 pips. EU buys at 5353. So you got in here. Where's your stop loss, bro? I'm assuming you've got a pretty deep stop loss. Probably below this low, I imagine. Yeah, to be honest, I think based on the 4-hour close, we are definitely going lower. Obviously, our overall bias is to come lower as well, based on our internal to external low. But what we was really looking for was a more defined retracement up to this order block before we sell off. I'm trying to capitalise on that, but it's the issue with catching retracements. There's nothing telling you that this has to come up this high. It's kind of just fault. Whereas coming all the way down to this low is based on pure logic, based on the internal external. So yeah, it's just trading retracement legs, man, but sweet though. Morning reality, what are you saying? Continuation of EU sales, 5-minute volume order block. I'll be looking at this. People still looking to get on EU and GU. Right, let's see where the order volume came from then, from this sell so far. Yeah, where that order block is. Assuming that's the one you're looking at. So yeah, this would be an ideal point for re-entries. If we look at GU, see what, I mean, G is obviously going to be the news, isn't it? But yeah, so yeah, we're seeing correlation as well. What time was that? What time was this order block? This order block was at 9:20. EU was at 9:30, 9:20 as well. Yeah, same. So it's the same point, which is nice. They're finally starting to get a bit of alignment now. Finally starting to get a little bit of alignment, which is what you want. We're filling this gap now for the DXY as well. Want this gold to break this low, man. Live on YouTube as well, by the way, chat. Richesse effects on YouTube. Get at that. Price is trying to push down. He just can't break through this order block. Can't break through this order block. Tapped into it about 3 times now. Quite like continuation after 10 a.m. Fair play, bro. Fair play. Wait. Continuation after 10. Yeah, man. A lot of people do get in after 10. Okay, yeah. Again, we're rejecting off this order block. Obviously, EU and G is going to take a fair while to retrace up to this point anyway. The GM basket keeps pushing, I'm assuming, yeah. To be fair, there was actually decent re-entries on these shorts here. I don't know if anyone got in, though. EU was left without me waiting for Richesse to enter. Fair play, bro. Check EG. Yeah, EG had that 4-hour candle. Oh, shit. Bro, that is cheeky. That is so cheeky. It literally closed. My bugging ought to be closed literally bang on the low. Yeah, it was literally bang on the low, bruv. Yeah. Alright. So yeah, it did literally close on the low. So technically you are still valid, in my opinion, to try and get into shorts. You still want to wait for confirmation, though. You don't want to get in right now. You want to wait for your confirmation. But that basically means that we're still seeing price taken out of the highs of this candle, but not really been able to close above it. So we can take out the high, but then there's not enough buyers stepping in order to really push it past this point. And we've seen that for 2 4-hour candles now. Let's go on the 1 minute and see if there's any potential entries. I mean, really just want to keep it simple with this. You want to just look at your highs, your low, your high. So you'd want to look for a break at this low, really, in order to confirm and get in. Still doesn't look like the most likely trade in the world, but yeah, in my opinion, you want to see a break this low. Even the fair value gaps as well, to be fair. We're seeing price fill this fair value gap nicely. I'm an EU shorts. She's cooking. Let's go, bro. What's your average percent a month, mate? Thinking of switching to your group? So we aim for between... Basically, you want to aim for 5% a month, chat. That's consistency. In our signal group last month, we did 10.5%. But what we aim for is between 5 and 8% essentially every month. I'm not gonna lie, the last like 6 months we've beaten that, but yes, it's important to actually like be realistic in it. But yeah, 5% is good. That's my goal. Yeah, man. That's what I mean. That's the reality of trading as well, chat. Right, we might actually get a close below this fair value gap. Has liquidity been swept? If so, I see it going bullish. What's that for, Edwin? Lazy day for me, leaving trading until the week. Yeah, fair play. You trade mainly JPY pairs, don't you? JPY is just in that retracement leg now. And we're coming into this fair value gap, which is nice. Want to come into this fair value gap and obviously the order block just above as well. That order block right there. So only really looking for price to come up in order to then sell again. So same as what basically EJ, GJ, we want price to come down, but only to fill our internal and then move up to external again. Again, fill our order block and then come up to external. UJ, fill our order block and then come up to external. So it's a retracement leg. You ideally want to catch the actual leg, not the retracement. The distribution. Okay, boom. Let's go. Kushti. Is there anyone, yeah, let me draw on the level. Where's people said it was aiming for prior day low? Or some people's even aiming for 4K. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I'd be more than happy with just closing it there. I'd be more than happy with that. Do I think price is going to continue down to that 4K level? Yes, I do. Would I want to hold that? No. I'll happily watch that from the sidelines. What you saying, Dylan? What you saying, bro? Take your dough and cut. You beat an unbeatable market. Yeah, facts, bro. Facts. I agree. Gold going lower now, close to the 15-minute FVG. Yeah, man. Again, I do think we're going lower. Again, tapping into this point of volume, chat, as you can see. It's nice to catch a retracement. It's nice to catch a reversal right at the top as well. I mean, we was moving pretty intensely bullishly for about an hour and 15. We managed to catch this sell, which is nice. Yeah, we're at this daily order block now, so yeah, I'm sure if you are still staying in, I would say have partials at this low and have partials at and then 4K at the bottom as well. But yeah, for me, that 2 hours perfectly fine, perfectly fine. What you really want if you are staying in on this is a close below this fair value. Let me actually move this out because you can't really see the fair value gap if not. You need a close below this fair value gap. This 15-minute fair value gap, because right now could just be tapping into the order block to continue higher. Remember, in a bullish leg we have a high, retracement lower, and then high, which is why we aim for this, because it's just the cleverest thing to aim for, chat, is aiming for this, because it means you could essentially be wrong in your overall bias but still win the trade. So yeah, essentially we could be completely and utterly wrong in the bias, price could just continue up forever, would still have made money. So yeah. Let me you draw a line on where that fair value gap is, just so we know where we want price to close below if you are staying in. Is this the point you want price to close below? We've got 6 minutes left till the candle close. Has liquidity... Oh, yeah. Yeah, man, what we saying on YouTube, boys? What you, man, saying? Close below the bullish 15-minute FVG, 1 minute on EG. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, what you saying, Dylan? Nice. Alright, we... Okay, nice. We've had a... Wait. Yeah, nice. So yeah, now you'd just be looking to get in within this leg here. How big's the range? The range is probably only about 5 pips in it with EG. Yeah, 6 and up. Wow, 6.7 pips. We've got this fair value gap here, which is the most likely point for us to fill. So you'd probably look to get in at this fair value gap here. As much as you want it to come into the premium, again, EG, I always say EG, if you think about EU and GU as 1080p, EU, GU is going to move like 140. So I'll be looking to get in there. Stop again, so you can see, like, it looks like a massive stop. It's only 5 pips, even if you get in like now. It's still like a 6 pip stop loss, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter where you get in, to be honest, with EG, because your stop loss is going to be like the same regardless. And then you're obviously aiming for this low here. So yeah, should really come back to this fair value gap anyway. Should really tap into it. I mean, we've got this big fair value gap to fill, so I think we are going to have to tap into this one again in order to then fill this one properly. If you wanted it, yeah, there's just no point having your entry there. You're just saving yourself like half a pip and risking not getting tapped into a 6-to-1 trade. Like, just no point in my opinion. How much should I risk put on evaluation? Depends how much you trade, bro. I'd say 1%. If you only tend to place like 1 trade a week, then I'd say 2%. But yeah, 1% ideally. Gold's still creaming down, yeah. Right, we did have a close below that 15-minute, man, so it's good. Oh, no, not yet. What am I talking about? Good signs if anyone's holding this. We do close below this. Do you trade NQ? I don't, bro, but I'm starting to trade it. I've been looking at it recently because I'm getting alpha futures accounts. If you do want to get funded with a prop fund, boys, Alpha Capital Group, use code Richesse. Use that. Send me a screenshot you've used my code, and I'll get you in the mentorship or the signals for free for 1 week. Help you get off your feet. Hang on, bro. I had a hat somewhere. Where is it? Oh, fuck me. Nearly just pulled my entire setup down by doing that. Damn, I just got an... You got an MFF account, bro. Bro, getting an MFF account is like going back to your missus who's cheated on you. When there's like bare other things that want you as well. Boom, 1 to 5 on EU sales, that's 5k in the bank. Lovely, bro. Yeah, send your profits to Discord, man. If any of you, man, did get into a trade, send your profits into a Discord. See, this gold short here was sent into the members, by the way. As you can see, 923 gold short from the live. You would get your stop loss, entry, TP. And then, yeah. I did have stops at break even, as you can see, but I think a few people in my YouTube chat wanted to just hold it anyway. So fair play if you held that. You're a better man than me. Chart check. Let's have a look at chart check. Oh, no way, bro. Wait, did you get in? Oh, wait, no, you didn't even get... That is so unlucky, bro. That is so unlucky. Unlucky, Danny, man. That is so unlucky from you. El Slapo, what's this? EU longs from El Slapo. Lovely. Lovely. T1, EU TP hit. Lovely, man. I love to see the group killing it, boys. I love to see that. Gerdy as well. Let me actually drop some emotes on these. What I'm saying for EU there. This is Apex, another one of our signal providers. You can see his level came through lovely, but I don't think he was able to find an entry for it. Oof, gold is creaming, man. Looks like we're going to get that close below for sure. How's it to not tap my TP? Yeah, that is so unlucky, man. It's so unlucky. I placed a trade in 3 weeks, looking pretty sore. How comes, bro? You're just not seeing any opportunities, or have you been doubting yourself? Yeah, nice, man. If you did hold that. Fair play, man. Fair play. EUG continuing down. Yeah, this EG would have tapped you in. Let me know if anyone's getting in this. Bit of a risky one on EG, but I do like the look of it. DXY just completely missed that fair value gap. Is G you a buyer, bro? Nah, bro. Get up, TP hit, let's go. Lovely, man. Lovely user. Lovely, yeah. Send your profits if you did get in, boys. Actually, let me check the profit section. See what people are getting in on. Should really come down to this external low right here. At It's 40.22. Bro, everyone sends their profits to chart check rather than the profit section. I don't know why. You go and chart check, people send their... Yeah, if you did get in, send it to profits, boys. Let's see who's got in any decent trades this morning. Nice, you can see, boys, Discord absolutely cooking. Big up to Billy. Consistency pays off. Follow all the flow, target liquidity, keep it simple. Lovely, man. Nice, FTMO. See, man, the members always cooking, boys. You see hundreds of people cooking in the Discord every day. If you want to get in the mentorship or signals, boys, join the Discord and send me a message. Swing, bro, just looking to learn more. Scalps as day trade strat. Yeah, and that's what I mean, man. There's no need to... there's nothing wrong with not placing trades for a decent amount of time. Can I see the other trade again? I want to enter. I wouldn't just blindly copy it, bro, but yeah, it's this right here. If you want to get all my trades that I do personally take and place, and as well as me and a few others, then get in the signal group, bro. Get in the signal group. Lou, what do you get for £40 a month in your mentorship? Literally everything you need. Genuinely everything you need. So essentially in the mentorship, our main goal is to teach you how to trade the London session, exactly what you need in order to trade the London session. So we've got two main strategies that we'll teach you, as well as obviously about 50 case studies on all of those two strategies. If you don't actually know the basics of trading, then there's a video on literally every single concept. So starting from what is a break of structure all the way to like a 6-part video series on CRT, an hour lecture on quarterly theory. So yeah, we teach the entire basically trading education. So there's about 5 videos on market structure, and then 5 videos on liquidity, 4 videos on points of interest, 15 videos on confluence concepts, 10 videos on psychology. That's like your base content. You watch all of that. Once you watch that, you'll see the market through the same lens that we do, and then you will actually learn the strategy itself. And again, what we teach in our mentorship is not just what everyone else does. Is they'll just give you, okay, this is a fair value gap. This is what an order block is. This is what a liquidity is. Now go off and trade it. That's just not helpful at all. We actually give you an actual way to trade, an actual strategy, an actual method to attack the market with day by day. With our 2 strategies. So we'll teach you the content and we'll actually tell you and show you how to apply it. And then obviously we are live every single day with our members as well, from 6 AM to 8 AM every single morning. We trade the London session. So yeah, we trade the London session. So we're live for 2 hours every single day beforehand, just showing you, man, exactly what to look for throughout the day and exactly how to trade it that given day. Obviously, as we did today and every single day. We'll never miss a day as well, chat, so you know every single day will be there live for you, man. This is EG, bro. It says in the bottom right. Allow this song. Probably gonna jump off soon though, boys. It is 10:30 right now. Pretty much everything we're looking for has played out, or the market has played out. GU's had its move. EU's had its move. Gold's had that move that we wanted. Has managed to capitalise. Have a nice short on GU. Fair play, bro. Fair play. Yeah, man, that's essentially it. Obviously, the CG is just the last one to see if we can have a move. We've even had a move on this, though, to be honest. We have rallied, what, 15 pips, which is pretty big for EG. Obviously, JPY pairs have all had their move as well. Pretty much everything's had its move. But yeah, man, in the mentorship, we just teach you exactly how to trade the London session and coach you through it. So if you're going wrong and you're not making money on the market, it's probably because you're doing exactly what 95% of other people do. You got to think, if you want to actually make money, you got to do what the 90% of people that fail don't do. So for a start, don't trade the New York session, because majority of people trade it and get absolutely bodied, absolutely cooked. And then in terms of the London session, again, you've got to go against what 90% of people tell you to do. And you've got to have an actual method to attack it. We have one reversal strategy, one continuation strategy. Very easy and simple to follow once you get the basics down to a T. I see a similarity to TJR's strategy in the New York session. Yeah, again, the thing is with the TJR strategy, though, it's not a strategy. It's just a bunch of concepts. It's just, okay, look, this is liquidity, basically, candles high. This is liquidity. This is SMT. This is a fair value gap. There's no, like, actual way, okay, but how do I apply that? So that's the difference. We show you how to actually apply it into the market. How to actually apply it. If you are interested in signals or mentorship, boys, get in the Discord here. I'm going to drop a message in the free chat. Just send me a message. I'm going to say, how was everyone's morning? But just click on my name and reply to that if you do want to get in. So just reply, or just click on my name and send me a DM. You can ask me any questions about mentorship or signals. Or Aaron's there as well. You see Aaron in the chat. You've probably been seeing Aaron typing. First time here, mate. Thank you. You've helped me out. Thank you. Sweet, bro. Yeah, Aaron, drop a chat in the Discord as well, just so you can message Aaron. Let me actually, wait, what's your name on Discord, Aaron? Obviously, you got to verify before you get in, so we got no bots in there. I didn't have access to that verify page. Oh, yeah, no, sweet, bro. I was just going to at you just so they know who you are. Always a pleasure to tune in. See you guys Monday. Sweet Reality. Have a good one, man. Have a good one, Reality. It's almost like a battlefield as I see it. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Yeah, it's way more like a battlefield in the New York session because there's so many different things that can happen. There's so much news. There's so many people participating. London session's completely different, chat. Completely different. London session is, once you know how to trade it, it is so easy. Essentially, the main important thing about the London session is the Asia high and low. Once you understand the theory behind the Asia high and low, this green box here, you'll realise you just wait for the Asia high or low to get taken as it was there. And then you either look for reversals up to the Asia high if it's showing you that, or continuations down if that's what it's showing you. And all you got to do is when this low gets taken, you look for your confirmations and either enter your reversal or enter your continuation. We literally tell you what pairs to trade, what times of the day to trade, what to look for, what confirmations, what things to disregard it. But yeah, if you actually are interested in learning the whole entire content of trading as well, we do have literally about 100 videos all about trading. On top of our core content as well, we've also got, I'll show you some more bits we got in there. So this is the pre-London stream that we do every day, as you can see, never missing a day. We've got the trading tips one, which is going to help you operate, just basics to do with actual logistics of trading, placing trades and risking, stuff like that, about news, things like that. Obviously case studies as well. You can see 32 case studies on our strategy, fully broken down videos, exactly what you man need to watch in order to trade the strategy properly. And if you go on the 2024 mentorship, which is slightly more advanced concepts, so we've got, this is like once you've watched everything and you actually know what you're talking about, because this stuff's like really advanced stuff. You need to have knowledge to actually watch. This is my office for those of you that don't know. I don't know if it's even going to load, but yeah, you can see quarterly theory there. Quarterly theory, submit yourself to the journey, higher time frame bias, sticking to your plan, time-based liquidity and equilibriums, over trading. Okay, not going to read that out loud. How to work and trade. This one's how to balance working and trading. So a lot of basically just more bonus additional content. We've got the 2024 mentorship and also the 2025 mentorship, which is obviously ongoing. And you can see, for example, if you struggle with CRT, for example, there is a lot of videos on CRT. So we've got breakaway gaps,
Daily bias and CRT revisited, Asia liquidity and POIs, supply and demand / price elasticity, IFEG with ALG. ALG's our reversal strategy. The importance of all 4 correlations. This one goes into fundamentals. This one's about holding trades for too long. And yeah, if you do want to learn about CRT, you can see I've made a 5-part video series on it. So you can see what is CRT, CRT 1 day, 1, 2 and 4 hour bias and timing, CRT on the 4 hour, CRT case study timing, CRT case study higher time frame simplicity. So there's literally everything you need, even stuff like this, boys. There's like links to everything. We make basically everything you need in it. We'll make your own trading plan for you. We'll give you a learning schedule. Everything you need is all there, boys. So if you do want to get into that, by the way, everything I said, you get access to everything, absolutely everything. It's not staggered. You get access to everything. I couldn't get in. The link to the Discord doesn't work. Could someone drop it in the chat? Wait, someone drop it in the chat on YouTube if you can. If you can't find it, just on my Instagram, Richesse Effects. What you saying, Stefan? How you doing, bro? But yeah. So our mentorship is £40 a month. Like, people would genuinely charge £5 for that. People would genuinely charge 5 bags for that. We charge £40 a month because we actually care about building a good community. And obviously we do have signals as well. So if you do want to just skip all of that and just copy, then yeah, you can do that. Again, with our signals, they are all decent high RR trades, minimum of 2 to 1 RR. Last month we finished 10.5 RR up. Do you do one-to-one? Yeah, bro, I do. We do one-to-ones as well, but we don't just take on anyone. I won't just take on anyone, because I put a lot of time into my one-to-one students. And the deal I have with my one-to-one students is I will continue to teach you indefinitely until you pass your first account and get your first payout. So I will not stop mentoring you. I will not stop teaching you, not stop jumping on calls with you, not stop texting you until you get that first payout. I'm at your service all the way until you get that first payout. So if you are interested in that, boys, drop me a message on TikTok and just say one-to-ones. We can jump on a call. Seem like a good guy. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, just even on my recent video, just comment one-to-ones or DM me on TikTok saying one-to-ones. Or, as I said, you can message me on Discord as well. It's my name there, Louis. Or message Aaron if you want. I can get you booked in for a call. We'll jump on. I'll explain how I can help you. See what you're struggling with. How much is mentorship? Mentorship's only £40 a month, bro. £40 a month for everything I said. Bearing in mind, you've got 2 hours of streaming every single day. From 6 AM to 8 AM, we are live every single fucking day. Yeah, gold's still absolutely dumping. Who's holding to 4K? Who was it in the chat? Big nuts are playing out massively. EG looking cooked. Nah, man. It's a problem, bro. Don't, like... This trade is literally... half a pip in draw. 0.8 pips. Not even that. It's... Yeah, 0.5 or 1 pip, whatever it is in drawdown. If you can't hack 1 pip drawdown, you may as well sign out of trading, because you're never going to make it. Just... Yeah, like 1 pip drawdown is the most minor thing in the world. What are you saying about GU? GU's just going to continue down, bro. I wouldn't really be looking to get into it for the rest of the day. Yeah, Caden, if you can't find my Discord, just go to my Instagram, Richesse FX. It's in the link there. What about EU? Same thing, man. Which looks like we're just going to continue down. Only time I'd be thinking about getting back in when we come into this point of volume. Is it changed now? So we can see the max volume was at this level here. Okay, we had a lot of volume there all of a sudden. If you go back to this actual move down, so you can see this order block here from 920, about 920, 930 on GU and EU. This holds the max volume for the day. You can see it actually completed an objective, actually filled a fair value gap and then dropped. So yeah, you'd be looking for a price to slowly come up to it and then sell down. Goated song, come on, bro. Don't know why it's slow. It's still quite good though. But yeah, I'm gonna jump off in a sec, chat. I'm gonna jump off in a sec. So everyone, make sure you get in the Discord. If you're watching on TikTok, my Discord and my Instagram's links on my profile. so you only... Wait, what? But yeah, everyone make sure you get in the Discord. Everyone drop a follow. I'm going to jump off in a sec. Remember, if you are interested in one-to-ones, then just comment one-to-one on my recent video, or DM me one-to-one, or DM me on Discord one-to-one. When you join the Discord, there's going to be a lot of fake bots that are trying to message you. There'll be a lot of people that have just cloned my profile and trying to message you. We do kick them out as quick as we can, but yeah, just message me through here. I'll never message you first. I'll never ask for money in crypto. How long did it take to become profitable? About 2 years. Do you scout? No, we more day trade, bro. Trade the London session, though, so we only trade for 3 hours of the day. It's all you need. As long as you have a good strategy for it, that's it. The reason most people get cooked is they try to trade the entire day. It's like trying to build a house and you're doing every single part of the job. It's like, no, you don't do that. You either plaster or you lay bricks or you're a roofer. It's the same with trading. You can't trade the entire market. The market always wins. If you're in the market the whole time, you're going to lose. You have to specialise in a certain move, a certain time. That's why we specialise in London manipulation. We know exactly how to trade from 7 AM to 10 AM. Exactly how to trade those 3 hours. And that's all you need. I'm new to your live. When you trade EU and G, yeah, bro. How old were you when you started? Like 17. Well, I knew about it before then, but yeah, like 17, really. I probably started looking at it. But yeah, I'm going to jump off now, though. But I appreciate all you, man, watching. I need investors. Are you HS Dicky Talkie by any chance? Can you explain your everyday London analysis? Tell you what, bro, just send me a message on Discord, man, and I'll explain that. If you do want to book in a call with me as well, everyone go on the Discord. You see Aaron's name is in blue. Drop Aaron a message. He can get you booked in with a call with me. Or if you just want to chat to me on DM or whatever, just DM me. My name's in gold. And you remember, I will never DM you first. Aaron will DM you first, but that's about it, alright? So make sure it's the real Adam as well. Just click on his name and say, yo, and just make sure it's the real one. But yeah, boys, appreciate all you man tuning in. Pretty decent session. We only really had a few moves. Gold was the main one. EU and G, you just shafted to the downside. EG is literally sitting at break even right now. But yeah, man, decent stream. Appreciate all you man tuning in. Hopefully I'll catch you in the next lives. I'm live every single day for the London session. I do run the group with Mace, my best mate, so he'll be live every single day for the New York session. I'm live every single day for the London session. We are on different TikToks though, so Discord won't let me join. It should do, bro. It's linked in my profile. You're going to have to verify though, because otherwise you just get loads of bots. So if you can't verify, just click on my name, send me a DM and say, verify me or something. Instagram, yeah, Instagram is Richesse FX there. So if you can't find my Discord or whatever, it's linked to my Instagram. But yeah, boys, appreciate all you man tuning in. Big up to you, man, and I'll catch you in the next stream. But oh yeah, we're live on different TikTok accounts, but the same YouTube. So yeah, I'm live on YouTube right now as well. So yeah, if you man want to get in there and get at that. But yeah, appreciate you man watching, boys. W's in the chat. Big up for the likes and comments, subscribes, follows, all of that. I'll catch you in the next one, people. Sweet. What are you saying, Koza? Yeah, I'm literally just about to jump off, bro. Oh, Kozima. Yeah, I'm literally just about to jump off. But yeah, I appreciate you, man, on YouTube as usual, boys. Best community in the game. Big up to you, man. Hopefully you had a decent week, decent day. And yeah, if you need anything, boys, just drop me a message on Discord. Remember, don't message the fake account, please. Click on my name, drop me a message, or message Aaron if you need, or Stu or Mace. But yeah, man, I appreciate all you man watching on YouTube, boys, and I'll catch you in the next stream, people. Sweet.